steps before pouring on your phone. Dude.
Oh yeah, we live? All right, I think we're live, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so this weekend we got UFC Fight Night 166. Gosh, who do we have on these prelims? I haven't even checked out the prelims. I've been so busy with my music this past week. Wow, Nick Lentz is all the way down in the prelims for this card. Let's also see, I think that's really the Bevan Lewis, I know, as well, and that's on the prelims. Let's see, so we're coming from the bottom of the main card all the way up to the main event. Really what I'm going to do for this preview, I'm going to really harden it out. Excuse me. I'm going to really go hard on the last two bouts. So, co-main, RDA, and Michael Chiesa. And then the main event is Curtis Blaydes and JDS. So we have not only two Brazilians fighting in the top two fights, but also they have to shorten their names for us. So don't get that confused. Don't get JDS confused with RDA, guys. Two Brazilians, by the way. So really the main reason I want to go over those top two is because we haven't seen those guys in a little while. I think the last RDA fight was against Covington, which was a long time ago. I think at least till the summer of last year. Gosh, just to wrap up last weekend, the return of McGregor. There were some shocking losses, in my opinion, with Barber. Macy Barber fucking blew out her knee against Mataferi. A lot of surprise losses for me, including Cowboy. I really did think Cowboy and Conor were going to have 5 great rounds, just like we've seen with Diaz. And we didn't see that. I really thought that was going to become a classic fight. Instead, it became an Aldo. So, unfortunately for Cowboy, but you know what? This is going to open up some really great fights for McGregor. And you know what? I like the Khabib matchup. Not as much as I like Jorge. I really like George Masvidal. I also really, really like Ferguson against Conor. You look at Ferguson and you look at Nate Diaz style. They're both lanky. They're both unpredictable, especially with Ferg. He can come in and do some crazy elbows, some crazy flips and trips and tricks and whatever. That would be the sickest matchup. See Ferguson beat Khabib. Khabib's out of the running for Conor because Ferguson's going to talk some shit to Conor, and then they're going to duke it out. So I'd really like to see Ferg and McGregor. But getting to this weekend's card, light heavyweight, Jamal Hill and Darko Stosic. You know what? Jamal looks young. Darko looks like he's experienced, but you never know. And then in the women's strawweight, Hannah Cyphers, who is creepy. Very creepy. She's very quiet. She's very, very talented at MMA. But when she gets on the mic, she is just really, really fucking creepy. Especially for somebody who's actually a professional athlete. It's very interesting. So I remember she was on a pay-per-view, I believe over the summer, over the fall, and she won a bout. And Rogan went to interview her, and you could just tell she was not down to get interviewed. But she's solid. So Hannah Cyphers against Angela Hill. Angela Hill's had a little bit of rocky past couple fights, I do believe. I think she lost to... No, she beat... No, okay, so she beat... God, what is this name? Cornelizo? And this was in September, but she lost to Yan Exanen, who is a Asian lady. So she's 1-2 in the past year. So, in my opinion, she needs a win. She's 35, and Hannah, I believe, is 30. I'm gonna double check that, guys. Hannah is 27. Jesus Christ. So age is definitely a factor in this fight. Reach goes to Angela. But we'll see with that one. And then the flyweight division, we have Jordan Espinoza versus Alex Perez. So we know both of these guys. Alex is 22-5, and Jordan is 14-6 and 1 no contest. Both guys are around the age of 30. Alex is 27 and Jordan is 30. Reach goes to Jordan. Let's see here. Past couple fights for Perez. Actually, he is very new to the UFC. Will be his second fight in the UFC, it looks like. And he won his last fight. And that was back in March, but who knows if he got into a injury that we didn't know about, or maybe we did know about. I just didn't do the damn research. But so let's see with Jordan what he's been up to. Espinoza, come on, Espinoza, man, he's new too. Wow, he's only had 2 fights in the UFC, and he's 30. So he won his first bout. He lost his second. This will be his third. He definitely needs this too. And he hasn't fought since August. So he's definitely hungry to fight. That's a toss-up for me, for sure. Oh, geez, I haven't even gone on the odds, guys. I haven't even done the odds yet. Let's check out odds, starting from the Jamal Hill, Darko Stalsic bout. Minus 155 for Darko and plus 125 for Jamal Hill. That's very close. That's very close. It looks like all these tonight, or excuse me, not tonight. All of these on Saturday night will be close. Angela Hill and Hannah Cyphers. They have Vegas has Hill minus 205 to Cyphers 165. That's okay. That's okay. And then we have the Espinoza Perez. Vegas likes Alex Perez minus 280 to Jordan's plus 220. And now we're at the co-main event, is what I promised we were going to start with, but I guess I got on some rants and I felt like going over the whole main card. Who fucking cares? We're doing it live today, so who cares? Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh, by the way, on a little rant, if anybody's chilling and watching, I do like doing live streams with these episodes. I can do not only pay-per-views like I was doing, but I can also do the fight night cards, which I like to do. So don't quote me on this, guys and gals, but hopefully I'll find 30 to an hour every week that there's going to be a card just to roll through them. I really enjoyed, what was it, roughly about a year ago, I was doing every card, and I really enjoyed that. My problem was when I started to just do pay-per-views, I started to get really detailed on the production of it. And for me, what I like to do, nice and nitty-gritty, tone it back a little bit, and just give you the fucking information, get a couple fans out of it, But whoever's watching, I got, not Spotify. No, I do. Spotify link down in the description box, and also I have my PayPal link. If you guys feel like you want to contribute and support the channel, my channel has not only music that I write myself, and that will go into, any kind of production budget that I receive, whether it's music mixing and mastering, any sort of music budget that I have when it comes to my music career. So if you guys would like to support me and the Medicine Hat channel, please do so. That'd be amazing. Thank you. So we are at welterweight for the co-main. Rafael dos Anjos versus Michael Chiesa. So with RDA, let's check out his past couple fights. I swear his last fight was the loss to Covington. No, actually, holy shit, when was this Covington fight? Wow. So that was like, that was like a year and a half ago. My B, homie. So he's lost to Usman, Covington, Edwards, and he won against Lee, but that wasn't his last fight. Wow. Okay. He needs a fucking win, guys. He is 35 years old. How many more fights does he have if he doesn't want to contend? Look at, perfect example was Cowboy over the weekend. Dana White in the press conference said, yeah, I don't like to bring up this kind of shit to older fighters, but I'm going to have to ask Donald, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So this might be RDA's what do you want to do? What do you want to do? This might be RDA's what do you want to do fight. If he loses this, I think Dana White's going to ask him, hey, what do you want to do? He hasn't seen the belt in a long time. He hasn't been a contender in a long time. I don't even know if he's highly ranked. That's why I'm not the biggest fucking fan of rankings. Another rant here. It ain't football, dude. This ain't, you don't need to be... First, and then not only the rankings are dumb, they never follow the rankings. Whoever's doing the fights, I mean, look at the past couple of title fights. None of them were number one versus the title. So, in my opinion, if they're gonna have a system that has rankings, actually abide by them. So, it just pisses me off. And it's also just a talking point. Oh, he's number 5. She's number 4. He's number 2. She's number 10. Like, I don't give a shit. Past title holder and contender, I don't give a shit what a ranking is. I don't. I really don't. Because even look at college football, how they rank stuff. Look at college basketball. Every number 1 goes down, and it's a big hoopla. So, why should we worry about number 8 versus number 6? It doesn't fucking matter. It just makes it a lot easier for them to promote fights. It's just ridiculous. It's fucking crazy. So let's look at Michael's past fights. So he fought in 2019 only once, and he beat Diego. So that is a huge thing. If he can last against Diego fucking Sanchez for 3 rounds, and I believe it was 3. Yep, because it was a pay-per-view. I don't think that would have been a main event with Chiesa. But, so Chiesa beat Sanchez last year, and then he was busy in 2018. He lost to Pettis, but then he beat Carlos Condit in a submission. So that's interesting too. You got to wonder, okay, he's fighting a Brazilian guy, but he has some sick jiu-jitsu as well. So, I'm really pulling for Chiesa. I think he got fucked on the, which fight was that? The Lee fight? Yeah. He got fucked on that decision, so I really hope he gets one back here against RDA. Hopefully a submission. That would be really cool. I don't think there's going to be a knockout unless Chiesa tags RDA, because when you fight someone like Sanchez, dude, fucking Diego swings. He may be closer to, 40 Sanchez is? Let me go all the way to Sanchez real quick. He's 38 years old. Goddamn, Diego. He is 38 years old, fights like he's 28, so, I like Chiesa for this, guys. I'm sure someone else is going to like RDA, but I really like Chiesa for this. And the numbers don't like Chiesa. Vegas has RDA all across the board. RDA minus 208 to Chiesa's plus 177. That's a decent money line. I don't know where they're coming from with that, whether it's experience or, he's been a former holder, I believe. I think he was a former belt holder. I don't know where they're getting that at. We'll see Saturday night. ESPN Plus, I believe. We'll see. All right. Are we on ESPN Plus for this card? Yes, we are. Both are on ESPN Plus, so make sure to get your app. Man, that thing's cheap. $5 a month. Skip one fucking Starbucks. Damn. Skip one fucking Taco Bell. Damn. Skip one fucking cigarette pack. Damn, you'll get your ESPN Plus, you know what I'm saying? So, it's definitely worth it. All right. We're at the main event, peeps. Curtis motherfucking Blaydes against JDS, Junior Dos Santos. We all know Junior Dos Santos. He is the former belt holder of the UFC heavyweight division. He has fought in everybody in fucking line. He's fought in Ngannou. Not twice, excuse me. He's faced Ngannou, got knocked out. He faced Lewis, beat Lewis. That was a sick fucking kick that JDS put on him, by the way. It was a crazy body kick on Lewis. So yeah, he's been fighting some beasts. Tai Tuivasa, Blagoy Ivanov. So these guys are no jokes. The one thing about JDS that I don't like about this matchup is that Curtis Blaydes has not only been getting more in shape and getting stronger as a heavyweight, which is impressive already, but his grappling, his wrestling is insane. And I know JDS is Brazilian. He's got the jiu-jitsu grappling, but we're talking about Curtis Blaydes, who, in my opinion, every fight that we've seen him in, he's gotten better and better and better. So not only with his UFC IQ for the octagon, his maturity to fight has gotten better. His body has gotten better. He's been able to lean out. He's been able to gain muscle, and he's already a big guy. So when he's able to grapple with you, it's just like John Jones. When he gets underhooks on you, you're going to go to the fucking, you're going to have to go to the cage. You're going to have to lean on the cage for that. So in my opinion, since it is 5 rounds and it's heavyweight, it is going to be that, okay, is it either going to be round 1 or 2 knockout? Or is it going to be 5 rounds of grappling? And in my opinion, I think with Blaydes, he's only going to come inside to grapple. He's going to threaten the wrestling. So that way, JDS will drop his hands to go for underhooks or to go for the sprawl, and Blaydes grabs him. I do want to double check before I decide on this fight on the live stream here. Do we have a knockout on record? Yes, we do. So we have a KO TKO on Shamel Akabugabuga. And that was back in September of last year. So really his last loss was Ngannou, and shit, I think everybody's lost to Ngannou except for Stipe. So, who won that shitty fight? Lewis and Ngannou. Was that Lewis? That was a terrible fight. So yeah, he's beaten some good guys. He's beaten Justin Willis. He was a beast, just a big, large guy. Who else? Let's go back another year. Mark Hunt, Alistair Overeem. These are huge names. So JDS, for Blaydes, man, that's just another motherfucker to take off. So, Vegas likes Blaydes. So they like the young guy. They like the hungry guy. Vegas has minus 179 to Curtis Blaydes, and JDS has plus 151. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm getting my coffee here. So with JDS, you got to worry about how's his chin. He is an older fighter. I think with JDS, how is his cardio going to fare? And how is his chin going to fare? Just like we saw with Cowboy. Hey, you got an older fighter, more mature fighter. How's that gonna help out? I want to go back to the age real quick. Blaydes is 28. And wow, Junior's only 35. Gosh, when did he start fighting? 8? Jesus. So Junior's not as old as I thought. I thought he was pushing 40. Very interesting stat here that I'm reading on Google. Weight. 265 max out for Blaydes. That's very interesting. They're the same height, over 6 foot, and Junior weighs in at 238. Very interesting. But we see the reach, 80 goddamn inch reach to 77 for Junior. That could play a huge fucking part in a win for Blaydes. I think we're going to see a mixture of wrestling. We're going to see a mixture of striking. We saw with JDS and Derek Lewis that JDS does have kicks, but with Blaydes, he's not stationary like Lewis. When we see with Blaydes, his style is more footwork. It is more wrestling. It is more high pace. So, I think we're going to see a good fucking fight on Saturday night, guys. Where am I at? Gosh, we're only 20 minutes in. Holy shit. I thought I ranted for longer than that. But I like Blaydes. He's our American homeboy. I've always been a JDS fan. I've always rooted for him. But, when it comes to someone like Blaydes, you got to root for Blaydes. You just have to. Yo, whoever's watching, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Give me a follow. Give me a like. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. And yeah, that's just about it for this card, guys. Just wrapping up everything from even last week, too. Gosh, we're looking at 2020 is going to be a beast. It looks like, do we have any news on a new Conor McGregor fight, guys? Let me type that in. I know we have some time left. I swear did they sign a Masvidal already? Huh. Excuse me, my bad. Okay, so we're, right now I'm just looking up articles about the new McGregor and any kind of new. Wow, Dana White doesn't want to make that fight, but I tell you what, don't like another Khabib and Conor fight. I don't know why Dana White. I realize there's a lot of money in Russia and there's a lot of money in Ireland to be made through those pay-per-views. I think that matchup would suck. I don't know about you guys, but I was not impressed by Conor against Khabib. I don't care what he has to say about his excuses. Oh, I was drunk. I wouldn't come to camp every day. Fuck you. You're a pro fighter. I mean, that was like Usman a couple years ago. I came in 30. This is me 30%. I'm just happy Usman has a belt because you know what? You need to back up that horse shit, you know? My thinking is, why would you tell anybody that? Why would you tell anybody, oh, I got drunk? It's just like John Jones. Oh, first DC fight, I partied the weekend before. Like, what the fuck? Why should anybody give a shit? And you know what? Like, even if you lose, that's no excuse, you know? Oh, there's a big Cyborg fight this weekend, guys, by the way. Bellator. Whoever has DAZN. That's something I don't have. Too much boxing on there. I wouldn't get anything done, personally, if I had DAZN also. I have ESPN Plus, I have UFC Fight Pass, and then I share Netflix and Hulu and all that shit with my family, so everything else is just regular streaming. But what else should we talk about for the last couple minutes, guys? Oh my god, I want to get to like 30 minutes. See, that's the thing about live stream, man. You go quick as fuck. I realized when I did, just the regular podcast style recording, it would take me forever to get shit out. And the cool thing about live stream stuff, too, I can just set up my computer, turn on the fucking, backup lights, and we're good to fucking roll. It's fucking Studio One in this shit, What else was I going to say? Shit, I don't know. But yeah, I might, before I start ranting about, like, Trump or something. Trump's my dude. Yeah, just fucking, this Saturday is gonna be sick. When's the Fury fight, guys? Let's look up Fury real quick. I'm getting off on tangents because this is kind of like when teachers have nothing to talk about in class. Wow, next month. We're a month away, guys. I really like Fury. I mean, Wilder is really fucking good. I do not like that fucking gay-ass shit he does. Bomb squad, bomb squad. That shit annoys the shit out of me. I can't watch any promo that he's on because of that. I think Bomb Squad is so fucking annoying. It's almost as bad as the Florida State Seminole thing. The chant. Oh my god. It's just like... Guantanamo Bay needs to stop playing Enter Sandman and just watch Deontay Wilder promos of him going, Batman! Batman! Or fucking, what was my other thing? Florida State Seminoles. If they can do those two things at Guantanamo Bay for terrorist prisoners, that would be great. I think they're done with Metallica stuff. Plus, that's a lot of royalty they have to pay out to Metallica. Spotify doesn't pay, but does Guantanamo Bay pay? Who knows? I'm just getting on crazy rants. We're not even talking about fucking MMA anymore. But yeah, Fury Wilder 2, that's going to be sick. Is there any more Loma fights coming up, guys? How are we on Lomachenko? Let's see. Loma. Lopez. So I guess it's booked, right? I guess the fight's booked. I mean, that's the thing that sucks about boxing, guys. It doesn't get promoted as much anymore because of UFC, which is kind of sad because boxing is really awesome. Yeah, it looks like Teofimo Lopez, I think he's going to do it. I think they're going to fight. Is there a contract? I tell you what, though, Loma needs to be careful because he keeps going up in weight to get more belts, obviously, which is really smart. But at the same time, I do worry about his chin and just one guy just out of nowhere. The good thing is he's not like Mayweather where he needs to have an O. He's already lost professionally. So it really doesn't matter. He just wants good fights, guys. The one sad thing about Loma, he's not known in America as, unless you're a diehard boxing or fighting fan. Because I figured out who Loma was through Joe Rogan's podcast. And he was just ranting about Lomachenko and saying, oh my gosh, best fighter ever, but super underrated. And that's what kind of sucks about someone like Mayweather. I mean, he has this weird persona, but, he overshadows all these other great fighters that really should be getting the limelight over that. I mean, you look at Triple G, you look at even Alvarez, you look at Loma, and I think the big thing that hurts them is their English, Triple G has good English, I think. Alvarez, I don't think I've ever seen him speak English, so that's the big thing. When you can't compete in a market that has someone like Money Mayweather promoting through America, that's going to be a fucking problem. So maybe that's the big problem, is maybe that's, when it comes to personal promoting, maybe that's the big deal, is maybe they're not reaching what they need to get a, let's say a pay-per-view or something like that. Because, gosh, Loma's past couple fights could have easily been a pay-per-view. Luckily, they were on ESPN or ESPN Plus, which was very tasty. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to sign off here. And like I've shared previously, I have my PayPal link. So if you'd like to support the channel, you'd like to support my music, go ahead and throw a couple bucks in the PayPal. And also my Spotify link is also in the description. Check out my music. If you guys like rock, pop, electronic, and a little bit of all three, you're going to love what the fuck I'm doing. So thanks for hanging around till the end, guys. Have a really awesome, fun, and safe Saturday watching this fight. And until the next card, stay cool, stay beautiful, stay fucking awesome out there. Peace.